February is a month that I have had to become reacquainted with. I find February to be probably my most important month for hibernation in the year. February feels like it is as far away from spring as it could possibly be. Never mind if it was July. February is so snowy and so cold where I live now. And leaning into my crafting is such an important thing because I honestly am not able to get outside and do very much this time of year. For physical reasons, I had to stick to a lot of sewing this week with only a little bit of working on pre-orders in the background. So my shop update is pretty minimal. I spent most of my week sewing project bags, and I feel like I'm getting a little more confident, a little more in touch with this new machine after years of not sewing much at all. Otherwise, I have been spending an enormous amount of time knitting. I have found a pattern that I have actually had to limit myself from sitting down and knitting because once I get started, I absolutely cannot stop knitting on these socks. After looking in my Ravelry library and realizing that I had an enormous amount of sock patterns by this designer, I have been spending my time trying to lean into patterned socks after years and years of knitting plain vanilla socks, aside from one or two textured socks, one of them being her pattern as well. I am absolutely obsessed, and I am looking forward to cranking out sock number 2. This will be my second pair for the month, and I am hoping that I will be able to fill a boat full of socks by the end of the year, which will make sense. Maybe next video I can show you. After spending most of the week at my sewing machine, my back is starting to feel a little bit better, and I am trying to get myself in the dye room after spending a bit of time doing a deep clean, getting all of my pots ready and rolling. Today I dyed up a little bit of one of my newer colorways. I have used this color to knit a hat recently, and I just love it. This is inspired by Ponyo's mother, which if you are a Studio Ghibli fan, you know what I'm talking about. With this color, I wanted to dye every ocean in one ball of yarn, from the sea foam all the way down to the darkest trenches and everything in between. Dyeing will be taking the focus of my work in the coming days. I have a few pre-orders that I want to work through, and I think that I want to try and get some snow dyeing done before all of our snow melts. We have about 12 inches of snowpack, and this week we are going to be getting above freezing for our highs, and that means I need to get out there and I need to get it. And I may not have much more time to collect that precious snow. I hope to catch up with you again next week.